Members will resume the meeting. We received 17 motions and I've read through them. Some motions are relevant, that is asking for wider community participation in the EKEO, and some motions are relevant to the music fountain. I don't think this is relevant to this paper. And there is also a motion on the environmental friendly link system. Some motions are related to the general planning policy. And also for some other motions, I don't think it is within the remit of the EKEO, having discussed with the Secretariat and the members. And I also thank the member for his cooperation and understanding. So Mr. Editor now will only proceed with motions number 2, 7, and 13, and Mr. Ray Chan will amend the wording of his motion. Whereas for Mr. Leung Kwok Hong's motion, I cannot accept it because I don't think the head of EKEO can give this undertaking. We can vote on these motions now, that is to vote on whether we agree to deal with the motions. Please put up motion 2 of Mr. Editor on the screen. In accordance with Rule 31A of the procedure for the ESC, I move that before examining the funding proposal for the supernumerary position of the EKEO should provide the relevant information to brief us on how you can improve the air quality in Kwun Tong industrial area. All right, claiming a division, the bell will ring for 5 minutes. Well, I don't know whether we can vote on these items. I just want to know whether we will start another item. Sorry, I don't have time. We will deal with this item today, I hope, but I don't have time for another item. I want to remind members that we are voting on whether we should deal with Mr. Ediju's motion. Members, please. Voting begins. Before I announce the voting results, would members please check your votes? Please check your votes. Voting is closed. The voting result is displayed. 29 present, 12 for, 16 against. I declare the motion negatived. Now we will deal with the other motion of Mr. Ediju. Mr. Lee. Madam Chair, in accordance with the rules of procedure, I move that in the subsequent voting of motions, please shorten the time of the division bell to 1 minute. Do we agree, or is there any objection? Objection? Okay. Who would like to speak? Yes, please. 3 minutes. Please proceed, Mr. Leung. Many members are not here. Well, maybe because if the division bell is just 1 minute, they can't come in time. Well, it's the right of members to come and vote. If the time of division bell is too short, what will happen? Well, I won't say anything if we have many members here, but in fact we have a lot of empty seats. Many may be coming over from CITIC Tower or Admiralty Centre. And because the Secretariat has this service, members will be reminded to come back to vote by WhatsApp. And I won't disclose the name, but on one occasion I saw a member almost being knocked down by a car when rushing back to vote. So if the time is just too short, leading to any traffic, anyone being knocked down, it will be another news in the paper. You know, since we have somebody taking a taxi to retrieve toilet paper, there may be members queuing up at a taxi stand for a taxi to come back to vote. So we have an infinite number of possibilities. That's what C.Y. Leung said. Applying to the voting arrangement, there could be an infinite number of possibilities between 1 and 5 minutes. So I think from 1 to 5 minutes, I think the optimum should be 2.5 minutes. But for the smooth conduct of meetings, I think that we should extend at least to the time of division bell to 2 minutes. Because, well, frankly, I'm seeing more members leaving now. I think that we should be serious about our business in the council. So I think 2 minutes is the optimum. 5 minutes may be too long. I think 2 minutes is more suitable. So please carefully consider my suggestion. We don't want members to hurry back to the council. So I submit, Madam Chair, I think that the time limit should be extended to 2 minutes. Does any other member wish to speak? If not, then I'll put this to a vote. Will those in favor of reducing the division bell time to 1 minute please raise your hands? How many altogether? Those in favor, please raise your hands. I'll read out the names or not. Okay, I'll count the number of hands in the air. Those against, please raise your hands. 2. So I think that majority of members here agreed with the proposal, so I will reduce the time for division from 5 to 1 minute.
議案請朱凱廸議員讀一次。
唔該，主席。
Motion number 7 by Mr. Chu, according to division bell shall ring for 1 minute. I move that at the time this committee scrutinizes the funding request, the office should first explain the large-scale development of commercial space in Kowloon East. Please proceed to vote. As I announce the results, please verify your voting first. Voting stops. The results are displayed. 30 present, 12 for, 17 against. I declare the motion negative. And now we deal with the following motion. The bell shall ring. Mr. Chu, in accordance with 31A Rule of Procedures of the Establishment Subcommittee, I move that part of the work of the Energizing Kowloon East office would be to propose how to improve the transport of Kowloon East as a whole and to broadly consult the public, district council, this subcommittee and other panels. Please proceed to vote. Before I announce the results, please verify your vote. Voting stops. The results are displayed. 29 present, 11 for, 17 against. I declare the motion negative. Next, Mr. Chen Chi-chun's motion. The division bell shall now ring. Mr. Chen. In accordance with 31A Rule of Procedure of this subcommittee, I move that given that the Energizing Kowloon East office, since it has started operating, the rentals of offices and industrial buildings have risen sharply. The small and medium enterprises find it hard to operate. This subcommittee asks that the head of the EKEO should adopt measures so that the small and medium enterprises can still operate in Kowloon East so that there can be more jobs given the measures to control the rents in the area.
係，請各位
Please proceed to vote. Before I announce the results, please verify your vote. Voting closes. The results are displayed. 30 present, 12 for, 17 against, abstention none. I declare the motion negatived. We have now, there's one more, Chen Chi-chun, there's one behind. The last motion. In accordance with 31A of Procedure of Exception Subcommittee, I move that given that the one of the duties of the head of the office is to consider amending the outline zoning plans of the area, and yet in the past the public has been unable to participate broadly. This committee asked that a working group should be set up jointly by made up of the members and the public, so that the public can directly participate in the work of Energizing Kowloon East.
請進行表決。
Please proceed to vote and verify your vote. Voting closes. The results are displayed. 31 present, 13 for, 17 against, no abstention. I declare the motion negative. We have now dealt with all the motions, amendment motions. I put this EC 2016-17-21 to a vote. Those who are for, please raise their hands. The bell shall ring for 1 minute. The division bell shall ring for 1 minute.
要冇錯，係提醒我。幾時再開會啊？嚟緊2月7號朝頭早啊。8點。8點鐘。2月7就係主席點主持啊？你自己主持翻嘅。OK， 得。8號就有楊學期。好啦，請進。
Please proceed to vote. Before I announce the results, please verify your vote. Voting closes. The results are displayed. 31 present, 23 for, 3 against, abstentions 3. I declare the motion passed. Do we need separate voting for this item in the Finance Committee? No need. Okay, so many questions have been asked. Now the next meeting will be on the 7th of February. Show of hands. Separate voting. Okay. Separate voting. Next meeting 8:30 on 7th of February. This is the last meeting in the year of the monkey. I wish you all the best.